lot of times people do things in the studio that are like, oh, it's kind of dangerous, it's kind of risky. And really, no, it's not. Risky is like hurting yourself on the street or something. You know, making a kind of wild sound, that's fun. That's what it's for. It's like, that's the moment you think about all the time, I think, when you're in a band. Like, how are you gonna make it sound? There's enough music out there that's samey and similar that I actually look for the stuff that's not.
Get to sleep now. Get to sleep now.
You can just kind of tell, you know, I had a phone conversation with him. We talked about music for a couple minutes and, yeah, everything kind of clicked.
The night's alive.
We usually make the band's decisions by the proximity to Steven's apartment. This one just happened to work out.
Yeah, they all work out.
Yeah, always. Absolutely.
Been losing my teeth.
Studio actually is an instrument, but it's also a mirror in that sense. So you play your song and you go back in the control room and you listen back, and it's frightening sometimes that it's not like the thing you thought it was. I'm not talking about like whether the mix is right or not, just the feel of it. So I think establishing a really good rapport with the band and being able to talk about it as if you were one of the members is kind of a really good way to do it.
It's not necessarily just like the sounds that that person can create. A lot of it has to do with just the personality and just kind of the general how comfortable you are around the person. It was a nice surprise. He has like a very like kind of calming presence, I guess I'd say, in the studio.
Very low pressure. I remember that.
Very low pressure, yeah.
Which is great.
You have to just be able to trust them. You have to. I mean, you have no choice because you can't possibly be aware of everything that they're doing. I have to be confident in the fact that he's tweaking knobs that are for the betterment of the songs.
He makes really special sounds out of a very overused sort of, or often heard sort of setup.
Over time I've used different techniques and different microphones on things like drums and guitars and vocals, and have foregone a known system. Like, oh, this microphone in this room sounds really nice on the drums. Well, I would actually just know that, but just ignore it. Because I was actually trying to find out what every single piece of gear was good at.
I could suggest anything to him sonically and he is utterly willing to try it.
Like, I don't really believe in like everything being pristinely perfect in a recording. That is, to me, very boring.
There's like no ego. There kind of needs to not be too much ego involved when making music.
I don't know, that's kind of the whole point, right? You know,
Yeah,
go to the studio, get some sounds. Frankenstein some stuff, get some new sound. That's a copyrighted saying.
I don't really care in the end. I just want to be able to like literally close my eyes and something should come out of the speakers that's relevant to the music. How that's made is just, there's no rules whatsoever.